Botou bate-gol.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. So we're very much on the way now. Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rijkaard. Cruyff. Olise. Looking for options for movement. Quick look, then plays it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Roberto Carlos. And it's Marcelo. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ambitious ball here. It's played through for him. Pepe. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Marcelo. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Tries to play it through. Plays it in low. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pass somewhat off target. Quarter of an hour played. And this is Batistuta for a shot! And there's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. You have to expect that from everyone.
Can he get on to this? Shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Costa Curta. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and that has not gone well.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Roberto Carlos gets flagged offside. Now it's Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Pelé. Backward it goes. Vieira deals with that comfortably. And the pass is intercepted. Gerrard picked out brilliantly. Great chance! Olise has given away a free kick.
Vermelho.
Olise has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and here's Messi, and this is Snyder. Lovely pass. Can he finish? Goal! Flamengo! Back in front. So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Flamengo have their lead. Has to go back. It's Roberto Carlos! It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And the shots! And the ball's come loose here. And it's slung out wide. And they can counter here. Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Costa Curta. And it's Batistuta. Great vision. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Pelé. Cruyff. Looking for the run. Flamengo have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Roberto Carlos! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in 8 strikes, and they are soaring! Wonderfully smooth, and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Showtime. Não. Tem duas lendas. Your leg.
The noise is just about
What a
reaching a crescendo
boy.
here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't feel ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield.
It's Roberto Carlos! That's another chance!
Ah, Marcel, que isso, cara.
It's off target and by quite a way.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning. Well, if you ever needed proof that Gareth Bale is a big match player, you only need to look back to that famous night in Kkkk, Peter.
Oh, quite so. Brought on just after the hour, wasn't he? And within a couple of minutes, he put his team ahead spectacularly. And then he helped himself to another goal late on and put the game out of reach.
Yeah, I remember it well, Peter. I was there. The first goal was magnificent, but he got a huge slice of luck with the second. Okay, he struck the ball well enough, but from that distance, you would expect the keeper.
Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. And Messi!
Ah.
It's bounced back off the post.
Na Ligiana é fraco não. E o time de Portugal, pra mim, é uma das minhas seleções. Tem muitas pessoas pra caramba, mas a Ligiana não é de governo.
Araujo. Carvajal. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well read, and the danger is averted. Quarter of an hour played.
Ô, Vieira, pelo amor de Deus, filho.
Threads one in. Mohamed Salah! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Neymar, plenty to aim at here. Palmeiras are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Stood up well to him there. He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well,
Yo,
someone's
leg.
doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Esse cara sei não, esse cara tá estranho.
The first in the game for either
Esse
side.
lag aí, hein?
Femi goes short.
Delay estranho.
Flamengo are looking to go forward now. And he's found a way past.
Vai, Ibra.
Great vision. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that was vital. Van
Ah,
Dijk.
que isso que eu não peguei essa
So
bola.
just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Araujo makes the interception. Can he get on the end of this? He's shifting through the gears here. And he can thump it away. And the shot!
É,
That's a sharp finish.
tá bom.
A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Flamengo are sitting pretty. 2-0.
Desviou, boy, matou o cara.
It's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't
Olha
see
esses
any
delay
need to
esquisito,
change
cara.
the approach.
Tá vendo?
Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough,
Olha isso, cara. Eu não tô conseguindo nem mexer o jogador, mano. Olha.
and it's time to make it matter now.
Olha. Loucura.
He's rising against the crossbar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot
Mas é só em certos momentos, tá vendo? No jogo não para, só quando a bola para, mano.
And he's in on goal. Can he finish?
Hat-trick do Messi.
Relentless. Just relentless.
Tá lá.
3. He is flying. A vast presence. And there is no stopping him. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Flamengo are such
Que
an
isso,
adept
mano?
counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there.
É sério?
It took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Isso aqui tá jogando copy?
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Flamengo find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell.
Ah,
One that they hope
Messi,
will
estraga a
continue.
jogada.
Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. He's cut it out. Roberto Carlos. Yeah.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos! And he's lifted it over.
Carlos most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Ih, valeu, amigo.
And that's
Muito
it.
estranho você.
My thanks to Jim. We both
Fala que o
wish
time
you
de
a very good
Showtime não
evening.
vai, não. E aí, boi, como é que tá a tua internet lá com a Predial Net? Tu achou que melhorou? Tá pra te perguntar isso, acabei esquecendo. Melhorou lá pra você? Eita, top, 595, isso aí é coça. Isso aí nem adianta. Peguei a visão. Timaço. Timaço. Vai atrás desse Vieira, primeiro volante aí. Eu vou ter que rodar nessa box, o meu é destruidor. Ficar subindo. E às vezes eu não quero que sobe. Vou ficar botando defesa recuada nele pra ele não sair.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. So we're very much on the way now. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
Proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal
Era no
tackles were delivered
triângulo.
with flawless timing, impeccable grace, elegance.
Spot on.
Tries one from range. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team.
Não tem perde não, não?
That's a lovely neat pass. Nesta did well to emerge with
Ah,
the
tem que
ball.
vir, esticada de perna.
To keep an eye on. Oh, it's beyond the defence. That pass
Vira escada de
just
perna.
didn't quite
De
work.
perna. Eu também, mano. Ferdinand também seria boa pra mim. Eu só tenho um zagueiro defensor criativo. O resto é tudo destruidor.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything
Ó,
up to now that's
ganhar altura e velocidade ali na zaga. Fazer a dupla com o Van Dijk ali tá ótimo.
Have a good look at one another.
Ibrahimovic is wide and looking to get onto this. He has a look up.
Ah. Quase passou.
De Rossi. Flamengo are looking to break at pace. Marcelo. Schneider.
Não, Ibra. Corre pro meio.
Ibrahimovic. Pirlo.
Correu pra ponta, nem quebrou.
Flamengo are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. The pass has gone astray. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Looking for options.
O meu também, mano.
Hazard.
Eu também.
So deservedly decorated with
Preciso de um
praise and
defensor
glory.
criativo. Ah, qual é, Churran?
Zico going
Ela mete o Brits e faz o gol. Porra, sabia.
Flamengo! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Flamengo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. Thuram produces the perfect tackle there. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Zico. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Messi. He's going for goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks
Pô,
pretty
é, mano, ali
reliable.
eu
He's
fiquei na
usually
dúvida
better
de,
than
de
that.
dar no Messi ou no Ibra. Aí quando for ver, o cara já chegou marcando.
Davids. It's a pretty loose pass.
Isso aqui tá marcando certinho.
Hello. And here's Haaland. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi. Look at the finish!
Aí você pediu, né, pá?
Messi from another
Você pediu.
A finish of true class. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Flamengo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Flamengo restore parity. And a chance!
Tá, Albertão. Pô, é, mano, perna boa.
Flamengo certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Maldini has
Ele botou 4 no meio de campo.
He's almost never outsmarted. Zico
Que isso, sim.
has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Haaland. Vieira defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's having a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Goes for a shot! Big
Olha isso.
massive goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Ficou estranho aqui.
And for the first
Boa.
half, that is that. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Tentar espaçar os caras aqui pra...
By no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Ó. Tá tentando, tá meio lento aqui. Quando eu giro, já tem um jogador dele.
Flamengo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Takes a shot! Flamengo come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their...
Tá demorando muito a dar o passe. Eu dou par de primeiro e tá demorando muito. Olha lá, os caras passando da bola.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Snyder. Messi driving forwards. Now it's Haaland. And he's worked it through. He is through here. They are queuing up to have a go here.
Tá estranha essa partida
Flamengo
aqui.
really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Flamengo with the corner. They're first. Now it's Pirlo. Now it's Messi. Messi!
Toda a jogada dele tá indo, não tô conseguindo desarmar, tá indo nada.
That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Aí.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And it's Marcelo.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Rossi concedes a free kick for that. Tries to play it through. Nicely weighted ball. Haaland. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Cambio de jugadores en el Flamengo. Messi.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Salah. And he's managed to get free. Bullet. Flamengo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Cruyff. And that's a throw. Neymar.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he welcomes it in. Rijkaard. Now it's Gullit. Now it's Rijkaard. Pelé. Drogba. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. And it's Drogba. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great
Se
position.
sair gol agora, difícil.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He has found the way through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And the shot!
Tá bom, não?
Flamengo have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. And that has left him in a heap. He'll try from distance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Neymar.
Dá certo, cara.
Gullit proves just a little bit too strong. Mohamed Salah. The Rossi simply refused to be outdone there. And it's Rijkaard. Gullit might just make this. Chips it through. And this is Bale. And he's certainly on decent charge.
Que isso, eu não fiz nada disso.
Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos.
Ah, Roberto Carlos. Porra, quando é pra tirar o 10.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Vieira cuts out the pass. And this is Bale. And here's Gullit.
Entendi nada.
So what can they make of this? Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Mohamed Salah. 2 minutes to be added on. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
If they want to counter, they could do with
É, mano, agora o time não rendeu, não.
And that
Rendeu
interception
nada.
was most necessary.
He read that really well.
Deu nada. Tudo deu certo pro cara. Tudo deu certo pro cara, isso aí.
Yes, we are done. In the end, then, no joy.
Joguei
Not for
nada.
the want of trying, not for the want of running.
Também é aquela partida, né? Ia ficar tudo verde, né? É aquela partida que ia ficar tudo verde. Aí buga mesmo.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful...
Que isso?
That
Que
is
isso?
so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So, a breakthrough already. Good effort from distance. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Carlos really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Now it's Messi. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's cause for mild irritation. Roberto Carlos.
Ah, estão de sacanagem com a minha cara. Estão de sacanagem.
Yamal. And he's forced to go back. Roberto Carlos. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Cannavaro. Baresi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Ibrahimovic. Passing is crisp and it's Schneider!
Que isso?
And that is wildly off target.
Schneider really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's fabulous.
Flamengo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not...
Não, cara. Meu Deus, mano.
Now it's Mbappe. Davids. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, easy pickings there. He's going to be disappointed with that. Timber. Roberto Carlos. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a key interception. Timber.
Brazil really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work, Paul?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
Now there's a fine ball. Call offside that time. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Bruno Fernandes. And he's managed to get free. Hoisted in. That has been knocked away. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Schneider going face to face with his great rival. De Rossi. Yamal. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Que isso?
It's a goal kick. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Marcelo. That's a throw. Schneider can see things, others simply cannot. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Roberto Carlos. Marcelo picks it up out wide. That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Comece aí, cara.
Bruno Fernandes. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Flamengo go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos dar os parabéns ao sócio torcedor que comemora seu aniversário hoje. Substituição.
So off we go again.
Flamengo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, well played, well played. Can he finish?
Gente, Deus, cara.
Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Marcelo needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He has found a way through. That's the keeper's ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Marcelo, of course, a dribbler
Calma aí,
of
não pega mais,
outlandish
não consigo
ability.
mais pegar a bola.
That's rather hopeful. And they win it back again. That has ended up in no man's land. Your impression so far, Jim?
Flamengo are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And he's had it nicked away. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Messi. Great, and a chance! And that's a sharp finish.
Tô desenhado.
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both benches. Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Vieira charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's Lampard! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
He's fizzed it forward. Dembele chasing after it. And that has left him in a heap. Roberto Carlos. And it's Dembele. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Roberto Carlos, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Ball's gone out of play. Davids. It's a pretty loose pass. Timber. Yamal. Timber. Garcia is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that's really well manoeuvred. For De Rossi. Gerrard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Que isso, mano.
Surely! And it's there!
Ninguém mais defende, ninguém mais faz nada. Só o cara.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Davids.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And that's gone loose. Timber.
Até quando o cara erra, ele acerta.
Gerrard. Now it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Cristiano. And a shot! And again!
They've been denied it.
There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Roberto Carlos. Cristiano Ronaldo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional
Caraca,
time.
mané. Loucura.
Dembele.
Os caras entraram agora, sem agilidade nenhuma.
And this is Messi.
Só o deles. Só o dele, ó.
Tries a deft little...
O cara faz dar certo.
And yes, it's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job of keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That's
Yes.
the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seeming.
Seu saldo disponível nesse momento é de R$ 5.324,90. Voltar ao menu principal, por favor, digite 1. Para refinanciar sua dívida, digite 2.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the centres of football in Brazil, and the Estadio Morumbis, a mighty venue befitting that status. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tries to play it through. Cruyff. Spread to the right. That's tiny. He's had it taken off him. Pings it across. And that should get the job done.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And it's Davids. Marcelo. Neymar. Tonali. And now the breakaway. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. He won't be happy with that one. Schneider. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He is through here. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Roberto Carlos. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Cruyff. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Snyder. Can he finish? Goal! Flamingo! And there is your opener.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Flamengo have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter.
There's the shot! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment. It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And Shevchenko! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
That's an imaginative pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tonali, Flamengo heading towards the half-time break. Wind very much in their sails. Gerrard. Flamengo
Tá acontecendo com o meu áudio.
quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Roberto Carlos. It's a goal! Back to within one!
Cima do goleiro, mano.
Corinthians cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's found and the shots! And that has fair fizzed.
Doideira. Vamos ver aqui daqui a pouco.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's striding forward. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Real chance here. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Snyder.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is a great pick out. Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away. How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden. And that is all they have time for.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should improve themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
Teremos uma substituição.
So, into the second half. Flamengo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make... And
Snyder! And he was there to get a vital touch.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared without hesitation. Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This is their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. And here's Snyder. It's Snyder! And he's there to belt it away. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. This is Shevchenko. Oh, well played. Kept the ball and dealt with it.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do
Eu
enough to find someone?
dentro de maluco.
He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Roberto Carlos providing an outlet. Oh, great leap! Johan Cruyff!
Ué, fez ele cruzou, mano. Pegou de cabeça, cara.
Beautiful game. He's got himself an absolute peach. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here?
Que
The referee's
isso?
decided that he was fouled outside the box.
Que
and it is
isso, meu
just a
braço?
free kick.
Aí. Complica a vida do trabalhador brasileiro. Fazer o quê?
Substituição em andamento.
Neymar is behind this one. Great chance here to level it up. Neymar! And it's hoisted clear. And it's Roberto Carlos. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. Terrific effort!
Cruyff subindo mais que o Vieira. Loucura.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Let's pull it.
71.800
Ball's gone astray.
espectadores.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Well timed, excellent interception. Mohamed Salah is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Lampard. Roberto Carlos. Forced to go back. Cruyff proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Lampard does really well to win the ball there. Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Caught offside that time.
Corinthians really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Corinthians can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Camisa 7.
Probing pass.
Camisa 6.
Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Entrada dele, camisa 17.
Corner number 3 coming up.
9, camisa 15. Camisa 12.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Ambitious ball here. He can run onto that. And the finish! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Flamengo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That'll be a throw-in. Marcelo makes a dash for it. Adriano. Great vision. Takes aim and a header! And that could have brought them level.
Puskas is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Lampard.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Roberto Carlos. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. And it's Salah. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is expertly dealt. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Que isso, meu Brasil. Pode
He's going to
passar?
have his name taken. Threads one in. Marcelo gets into a good position. Out of play for a goal kick. Great defending, strong and determined. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Rooney. Rooney gets on his bike and on the move. Looking to play him in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That was mighty close. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's slung out wide. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Gerrard.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
Ronaldinho. Lovely, now then. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, great!
Ah, ninguém pula, mano.
It's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
Vai para o Marcelo pra cima do Thuram, cara.
Penalty, and there's barely any... And the shot! Tries to pass it through, and this is Pullet. Can he get it through? Now it's Pullet, and this is Pullet.
Perdeu, otário. Perdeu.
That could be pivotal.
Perdeu.
Oh, that's
Perdeu.
got to be it. This has to be
Perdeu.
it. The lightness of step.
Ó, vai, Zé Cruzamento.
Added time is up.
Vai, Zé
And there goes
Cruzamento.
the whistle.
A menos.
Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A
Ah.
real ride that had all of us.
Pô, eu sou o Zé Cruzamento, só sei cruzar.
Flamengo have...
Que isso.
E aí, galera? Gente, falei segunda-feira pra vocês que eu não ia sumir e eu simplesmente desapareci, né? Mas em minha defesa, ontem eu passei o dia inteirinho. Eu tava criando uma publi e aí eu tive que sair atrás de um material dessa publi. E aí, gente, tem umas marcas que são um pouquinho complicadas. É uma que eu vou postar no Shorts. Mas assim, tem que ser perfeito. Tem algumas coisas que você faz no Shorts do canal. Tem algumas coisas que você fala e você tem que refazer. Aí você não pode usar tal roupa, aí você não pode mostrar tal coisa. Aí cortou bem de precisa de um papel de... Se você estou dizendo aqui.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
That's a good ball.
And Del Piero!
Pelo de Deus, mano. Você marca o passe, o cara consegue acertar um chute. Pelo amor de Deus, mano. Porra. Tu marca pro cara não fazer a tabela, o cara faz um... Porra. É desconcentra, mano. É o pior do cara. O meu não faz isso nem pelo caramba. 2 chutes, 2 gols.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous. It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And now he has 2. Mirasol are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Might be dangerous. Roberto Carlos!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Flamengo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gattuso clears. He's found a way past. Mirasol have the chance to go the other way. Chance! And no mistake! And that is about as cool as they come. He picks his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's picked his way through. That's a sharp pass. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And this is Del Piero. Oh, good ball. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Roberto Carlos. He won't be happy with that one. Roberto Carlos. Oh, what a ball! It's Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Mirasol are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply. Ibrahimovic chasing after it.
Flamengo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Passes short and sharp.
Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very...
Roberto Carlos! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bullet. Chance here to counter. And it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. Messi's cross. Cleared without hesitation. Schneider has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And reclaimed it in a trice. Messi.
You can never be short of runners in space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's there to belt it away. pull it. And it's Eto'o. Marcelo. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Gattuso. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Just eases him off the ball. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. That's a little off target. Now it's Del Piero! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision there.
And it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Roberto Carlos. That's been cut out, well played. Gattuso has created one goal already. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! He licks the roof! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
That's it, 45 minutes up. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição em andamento.
And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Tries one from range. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Gattuso, and the shots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Gattuso is offering a right smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now it's Messi. Oh, he's been caught napping. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra width.
Toure kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Flamengo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Del Piero.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Roberto Carlos cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Gullit stood his ground strongly. Just about up to the hour now. And this is Ronaldo. Messi. That's a shade optimistic.
Para não, cara.
Gattuso.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has not gone well. Flamengo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking to play him in. Yaya Toure. And he can clear it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Good ball, good take. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 5. Camisa 17.
Gullit. And here's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. He's got away.
Camisa 6.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, there's a probing ball. No way through. Vitinha. Gullit. And Gullit! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Roberto Carlos does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bale. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Dembele. Roberto Carlos.
That's good play from him.
He has found a way through.
Caraca, domina uma, mano.
Well, they can break here. Strong running down that left flank. Stood up well to him there. Now, who's going to be first to this? Vitinha. Vitinha! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Davids tries to play it through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram. Mirasol have a free kick. And we're done. Flamengo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement.
Deus.
A ministra já te chamou para dar uma sapecada hoje? Hoje ainda não, né? Mas mais tarde, claro, né, mamãe?
Por que a gente acordou que horas?
Não sei, tarde, né? Não tem nada a ver, não. Hoje não passa. Hoje a gente vai ter que ver. A cara não vem que é lanche.
Tá cansado, não tem.
Peraí, também não precisa escaldar aqui pra nós. Eu tô cansado, então os gaiatos vão começar a dizer assim, se ele tá cansado, eu não tô. Tá. Risada não. Na moral, risada não.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. Things already rolling. Kkkk have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible. than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yet another interesting duel this.
Aims beyond the defence. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off. And it
Just the keeper in is Messi! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, well played. Cruyff. And Cruyff! Just the wrong side.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief.